8 high-ranking officials tied to the Yu Menglong case. In our previous episode, we revealed that when a netizen tried to upload a photo linking China's Minister of Public Security, Wang Xiaohong, to the Yu Menglong case, the image mysteriously failed to appear. And today, even more suspicious details have emerged. According to commentator Li Muyang, a viewer wrote to him saying that every time they typed the names of certain high-ranking officials suspected of involvement in the Yu Menglong case on Weibo, the images simply wouldn't show up. Whenever they tried to upload pictures containing those names, the images turned gray or vanished entirely. Netizens have since confirmed that the blocked names include Yin Yang, mayor of Beijing, Wang Kai, member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee and Secretary of the Kangzhou Municipal Party Committee, Shi Taifeng, Vice Chairperson of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, Li Shulei, Head of the Publicity Department of the CCP Central Committee, Chen Jining, Party Secretary of Shanghai, and Liu Jingguo, Director of the National Supervisory Commission of China. In addition, there are 2 other names whose identities I haven't been able to confirm yet: Qi Yanjun and Qin Runbiao. Yet when users post images of Xi Jinping, Xi Yuanping, Kai Chi, Li Qian, or Wang Xiaohong, those images aren't blocked at all, though it's still uncertain whether others can actually view them. Online tests show a clear pattern. Most of the blocked or hidden posts are linked to officials based in Beijing. A new question now emerges: could it be that all the officials in Beijing are connected to the Yu Menglong case? If that's the case, then aren't they the very umbrella shielding those perpetrators of evil? Fang Li's lies are falling apart. His proof exposes more holes. Amid a growing wave of online backlash across China, Fang Li, one of the main suspects allegedly linked to the Yu Menglong case, has repeatedly denied all accusations, claiming he is the target of slander. On the 25th, he authorized his lawyer to issue a statement dismissing what he called false rumors. Fang Li also released a detailed timeline in an attempt to prove his innocence. But the evidence may be telling a very different story. In detail, according to commentator Li, he publicly released itinerary records and evidence for September 10 to 11th. They show: on September 9th, a company colleague booked a round-trip flight from Beijing to Chongqing for September 11. On the 10th, from 3 p.m. to 7:40 p.m., he was working and attending meetings of the company. At 8:02 p.m., he took the elevator in his residential complex and went upstairs home. The next morning, September 11th, at 7:24 a.m., he went downstairs, boarded at 8:21 a.m., departed for Chongqing at 9 a.m., and returned that night to Beijing, landing at 10:40 p.m. Fang Li offered this to show he was not at the scene of Yu Menglong's incident. But no lie is ever flawless, and online sleuths quickly spotted problems. First, the chat screenshots he posted. There are 2 September 10 timestamps, 1448 and 1811, and the 2 vertical timelines are misaligned. Previously, when analyzing the chat between Chen Qingsong and Tian Hairong, it was noted that these timelines are computer-generated presets. Such timestamps cannot appear misaligned. The only plausible cause is photo manipulation. Now the same issue appears in Fang Li's screenshots. Next, the elevator images he provided. Only 2 stills with no face shown, so for now, assume the shaved head man in both is Fang Li. When he went up and down the elevator, it wasn't crowded, only him, so it's highly likely he took the same elevator both times. Yet the 2 screenshots differ. In the first, a string of numbers appears beneath the timestamp. In the second, beneath the timestamp, there's nothing. If it's the same elevator, the display format should be consistent. Either both show numbers, or neither does. If 2 supposedly identical displays show different formats, what does that mean? If it was the same elevator, why do the screens differ? Conversely, was it even the same elevator? A netizen also pointed out timing gaps. On September 11 at 7:34 a.m., Fang Li took the elevator downstairs. Boarding was 8:21 a.m. But according to the official schedule, the original boarding time was 8:30 a.m., with actual boarding at 8:23 a.m. From 7:34 to 8:21, that's a 46-minute gap. Could he realistically go from his apartment elevator to the airport boarding gate in 46 minutes? In Beijing, simply driving from the downtown area, especially from districts like Chaoyang or Haidian, to the airport takes at least 40 to 60 minutes. When you add security screening, check-in, and boarding time, such a timeline is almost impossible to pull off. If he's truly innocent and the evidence is solid, why not let the authorities issue an official conclusion? There's more. In the message showing his supposed Beijing-Chongqing round trip, alignment is off. The colons after departure and return don't line up. The characters that follow are also misaligned. If both entries were part of the same message, the colons should align perfectly, and the following characters should share the same position. Why do Fang Li's screenshots show these inconsistencies? Could this also be photoshopped? As the saying goes, once someone lies, they spend the rest of their life patching it. And the more lies one tells, the more likely the slip, because even the most skilled liar leaves flaws. Commentator Li Muyang also gave a quick update on the whereabouts of Du Qiang, Yu Menglong's manager. Several friends emailed him, saying that Du Qiang is currently staying at the Renaissance Hotel, number 8, Lane 470, Section 5, Zhongshan North Road, Shilin District, Taipei City. He may be using a fake name. Earlier, we reported that British psychic T.Y. Williams mentioned in a video that she had received information indicating Du Qiang plans to undergo plastic surgery to change his appearance. As for the truth behind this story, we'll have to wait for more updates. The Zhao Lusi case exposes contract slavery in China's entertainment industry. Not only Yu Menglong fell victim to China's dark entertainment industry, countless other artists have suffered similar horrors, each in their own way. And today we turn our focus to one name we mentioned before, Zhao Lusi. According to the Vision Times, her breakout comeback with Allow Me to Shine, Zhao not only revived her career, but also escaped a brutal 15-year contract with Galaxy Cool Entertainment. She paid no penalty and soon signed with Orca Entertainment, a subsidiary of Alibaba, a move that revealed far more than a simple career rebound. Beneath the glamour lies a truth the industry has long buried: the unequal power between capital and artists, and the quiet enslavement hidden behind the word contract. For years, Zhao was mocked as crazy, accused of faking illness for sympathy, and labeled a troublemaker. But as the truth surfaced, it became clear. Her collapse wasn't emotional, it was systemic. Diagnosed with somatic symptom disorder, she endured severe pain, dizziness, and vomiting from extreme stress. When she begged to rest, her agency refused. Instead, they locked her in a hotel room, hired a sorcerer to exorcise so-called evil spirits, and forbade her from leaving. The real demons, however, were the people who stripped her of dignity and freedom. She once wrote, "I want to go home, but they said that would be betrayal." Her desperate cries for help were buried, posts deleted, messages blocked, voice silenced. By the time a friend helped her release a plea, "Please save me, I'm really sick," she was already at the edge of collapse. No one asked what she had endured, they only saw her pale face, not the horror behind it. Zhao Lusi debuted in 2016 on Mars Intelligence Agency, Season 2. By 19, she starred in Untouchable Lovers, and within a decade, she became one of China's most beloved actresses through The Romance of Tiger and Rose, Love Like the Galaxy, and Hidden Love. Her smile was once described as pure as summer sunlight. But that light nearly went out. In 2024, while filming Lovers, Zhao collapsed and was hospitalized. Soon after, she revealed shocking details: a 15-year contract demanding a 70% revenue cut, a 400 million yuan (around $55 million) breach penalty, and a 2.05 million yuan (about $280,000) fine for taking medical leave. She described verbal humiliation, violence, and forced isolation after recovery. Her quiet remark, "a stupid renewal," tore open one of China's deepest industry secrets. Artists turned into property. Galaxy Cool was not an exception. It was the norm. Across China's entertainment world, slave contracts have become standard practice, disguised as talent investments. In truth, they are systems of control. Youth is locked away, freedom erased, and even a performer's image, words, and emotions are dictated by corporations. Success belongs to the company. Failure belongs to the artist. Capital drains not just income, but autonomy and dignity. Zhao's story is one of the few that reach the public. Most never will. In China, entertainment is more than business. It's a pillar of the state capital machine. While the party censors ideology and content, corporations enslave artists through monopolies and predatory contracts. Behind the illusion of fame, stars are disposable tools. Companies like Galaxy Cool reflect a deeper national reality. The people create wealth, but power keeps it. Workers may appear free, yet have nowhere to escape. Then on September 26, 2025, Allow Me to Shine dropped online without promotion and exploded. Viewers called it Zhao Lusi's self-rescue. And that's exactly what it was. A woman reclaiming her voice in a system built to silence her. Her success wasn't luck. It was courage. She became a symbol of ordinary people fighting to reclaim their destiny under oppression. Her victory proved that capital's chains can be broken if truth is exposed and the public stands together. Zhao's story goes far beyond entertainment. In a society without judicial independence or institutional balance, anyone, workers, influencers, citizens, can become a contract slave. People relate to her not just for her fame, but because her pain mirrors their own longing for freedom. Today, Zhao Lusi stands reborn, stronger, freer, shining brighter than ever. After Alibaba pulled its investment, Galaxy Cool collapsed and was absorbed by Orca Entertainment, which signed Zhao under a 5-year deal with no penalties. Her only condition was to mentor 2 new artists, something she had already done for years. Orca's first project for her, the big-budget historical drama Jade Rebellion, co-starring popular actor Tian Shuning from Reverse Love. A mystery series is already in production. In the midst of China's entertainment downturn, Zhao's comeback feels like a quiet revolution. Proof that even in a rigged system, courage can rewrite fate. But while Zhao Lusi escaped, Yu Menglong wasn't so lucky. Her abuse was financial: threats, humiliation, and assault to force compliance. His, however, was far darker. Money was never the goal. The goal was to break him completely, mentally, physically, and spiritually, to turn him into a slave, not a source of profit. That's why, when he refused to bow down, those evildoers toyed with him in the palm of their hands, torturing and humiliating him to satisfy their own twisted desires, and in the end, silenced him forever. Xi Jinping enters Mao's forbidden zone. Why now? On October 27, Xi Jinping made his first public reappearance since the conclusion of the Chinese Communist Party's 4th plenary session, amid swirling rumors that he had secretly resigned and was now merely playing out a role assigned to him. But what truly caught attention was where he appeared: the Forbidden City in Beijing. And that choice immediately raised eyebrows. Why? Because Mao Zedong, the very man Xi claims to emulate, avoided the Forbidden City for his entire life, believing it to be a cursed place. Mao, who never returned even to his revolutionary base in Yan'an, kept his distance from the palace despite living just beyond its walls in Zhongnanhai. He was reportedly warned by a spiritual advisor that stepping inside would endanger his throne. Superstitious by nature, Mao believed the Forbidden City, once ruled by the Qing dynasty, symbolized by the water element and the color black, would extinguish his own fire energy. Seeing himself as the Red Sun, Mao feared that the lingering spirits of past emperors could bring him misfortune, and thus vowed never to enter. So why did Xi Jinping do what Mao never dared? Was it truly a cultural visit, or something far more mysterious? According to the People's Paper, multiple sources suggest Xi's real motive may have been religious, not ceremonial. His father, Xi Zhongshun, a senior CCP official in the 1950s, was known for his United Front work with Tibetan lamas and maintained a decades-long friendship with the 10th Panchen Lama. Influenced by him, Xi Jinping is said to have a deep fascination with Tibetan Buddhism and the supernatural. Both he and his wife Fang Li are rumored to be frequent visitors to Yonghe Temple, a monastery in Beijing devoted to the Gelug, or Yellow Hat, sect of Tibetan Buddhism. Hidden deep within the Forbidden City lies a secret world of Tibetan Buddhist relics, a legacy of Emperor Qianlong, who expanded the Qing Empire's religious ties with Tibet. The palace still houses 9 original Tibetan Buddhist halls, sealed for centuries. If Xi's true purpose was indeed to seek out tantric relics, was it an act of faith or fear? With rumors spreading that he has lost control of the military, that his political power is slipping, and that his health is failing, analysts believe Xi may be seeking spiritual protection, or even a way to prolong his life. Evidence uncovered so far points to Xi having turned to dark occult rituals in a desperate attempt to extend his lifespan. Rituals allegedly connected to the tragic death of actor Yu Menglong. As global outrage grows and calls for justice intensify, one haunting question remains. How long can Xi Jinping keep pretending not to hear the cries echoing around the world? Yu Menglong's death will ignite China's greatest political upheaval. We'll end today's episode with a message from British psychic T.Y. Williams, who previously connected with the spirit of Yu Menglong. Ty William has made a stunning prophecy. The man responsible for Yu Menglong's death will trigger China's greatest political upheaval in decades. She said the forces of justice are already in motion and that the truth will soon be revealed. Everyone involved in Yu's torture and death, she warned, will be exposed. Even their ancestral spirits will abandon them. She said, they signed a pact with darkness, they became servants of the devil. T.Y. pointed to a haunting symbol, Yu Menglong's death in September, the 9th month. In Chinese tradition, the number 9 represents the final moment before transformation, the turning point before great change. She said it was no coincidence. In her vision, the truth will emerge within a cycle of 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months. When that time comes, she said, China will awaken. The people will rise up, take to the streets, and cry out, we will no longer endure this. She urged Chinese viewers, don't be afraid, fight for what is right, not only for Yu Menglong, but for yourselves. You deserve justice and freedom. T.Y. also predicted that the CCP's collapse is inevitable, and that Taiwan and Hong Kong will play key roles in exposing the dark alliance between China's political elite and its entertainment industry. A network of corruption that, once revealed, will spark the regime's fall. She foresaw a wave of resignations among celebrities and top officials as the system begins to implode from within. In one vision, T.Y. saw black crows circling above Xi Jinping's residence, a sign, she said, of heaven's judgment descending upon the CCP. She predicted betrayal, infighting, and exposure among the party's highest ranks. Another vision showed dark skies, thunder, and flames consuming homes as people ran for their lives. She said it was horrifying. God is punishing Satan's disciples, the offspring of the CCP. According to T.Y. William, all these visions are connected to the Yu Menglong tragedy, which she believes unleashed powerful cosmic energy. A massive transformation is coming to China. Indeed, Yu Menglong's death has united the Chinese people in grief and outrage. Across the country, supporters are petitioning authorities and demanding justice. As of the time this video airs, more than 621,000 people have signed the Justice for Yu Menglong petition on the Avaaz website. If you haven't added your name yet, we encourage you to do so. The link is in the description below. Besides, many are using VPNs to bypass censorship and publicly withdraw from the CCP and its affiliated organizations on websites global.tudang.org, forming the largest wave of public awakening since the Chained Woman scandal of 2022. Neither the CCP nor Xi Jinping ever imagined that their alleged use of dark rituals to steal Yu Menglong's lifespan and fortune would instead ignite the fury of the Chinese people. Now, that fury has become a fire. One that may soon burn down the collapsing regime of the Chinese Communist Party. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to drop this icon in the comments to help us beat the YouTube algorithm. If you found this analysis valuable, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching. See you next time.